Possibly one of the best nicknames in the history of Major League Baseball, and we know one of the best pitchmen to ever hit the airwaves because he used that defensive drills video that worked for him. Word to Tom and Mansky on that one. So when it comes to Fred McGriff and his career and legacy, we saw 30 home runs in his 38-year-old season. That's the only Cub to ever do so. He was pretty special in the batter's box.
He was, and you know, you look at what he did as far as like how he did it. He went about it in a very professional way. There was nothing flashy about him. He was such a tough out. He had the ability to take you foul pole to foul pole. You know, play great defense at first base. But what he could do with the bat, I mean, I know personally, he absolutely wore me out. Like,
really?
Yeah, it was like close to 500 with thump. I mean, a lot. You know, you look at the numbers right here. What is it? 412, couple home runs, double. You know, you notice there's a lot of walks. I just finally got tired of sitting there and watching the ball get rocketed all over the field. And I'm facing him in Florida. This is right before the All-Star game in 2000. And he hits this line drive, lines out to second base. And I just said, really? Like, is this going to just continue? Because if it's going to be this
way,
the
outs were loud.
I'm going to drill you. Like, that's how it's going to be. And he kind of laughed and he smirked, you know. And after that, I think he did me a favor and, like, had a soft fly ball somewhere. But then after that, it was right back to what he did. And that's continued to hit the ball all over the field with thump.
But you weren't alone in that category.
No, there's a lot of pitchers. There's a lot of people on that list right there.
And the reason he has a bronze bust in Cooperstown, and like we said, he was a pretty special stick out there, Bruce.
Yeah, he was more than special. And when he came to the Cubs, he had a little convincing to do about coming to the Cubs because he was at home at Tampa at the time, and he really didn't want to come. But once he got here, he had an impact not only on the field but in the clubhouse. Just a soft-spoken guy, but when he did speak, a lot of people listened. And he was a terrific teammate, as you know, Demp. And on top of that, a huge NFL fan. So we're going to have to find out
coin flip.
The big
which way he's
game
going.
this weekend. I think we can call it.
Someone get Crime Dog on line one. Also need to find out the color of thirst quencher that will be dumped on the head coach that wins that Vince Lombardi trophy. All right, let's move things along because after the expansion era, 1961, the Cubs, they've had a